Hi, it's Dana. I wanted to show a few of the Halloween embellishments I was able to make um, with kind of a few supplies, less of an investment than I thought. You'd be surprised. So I bought a couple of things at the dollar store. Hi. I bought a couple of things at the dollar store, and these little mixes come with these tombstones, some little white ghosts, and some bats. And this one comes with a witch flying on a broomstick and some spider webs and some pumpkins. So for $1 each, you can't beat that. The Joann's one comes with some gold and silver ghost, a purple word boo, and a pumpkin. The other mix they sell comes with a spider web, some more tombstones, which, by the way, are exactly what the dollar store sells, and some little chubby spiders and pumpkins. So I say chubby spiders because I ended up with some skinnier looking spiders from some table scatter that a friend gave me, but a spider is a spider. So all in all, I did buy 4 of these sequins mixes, but keep in mind I have no Halloween paper. So I had black patterned paper. I did have some orange paper. I had this weird plaid that I used. I know this doesn't look like Halloween paper. It's been in my stash for a while. And then I had this kind of tangerine glitter orange paper. So I grabbed it. So I used several dyes. I used this dye. I used this skull dye. I used this doily die from Sapphire, and I used this, the largest of the set of nesting dies in this set called the Sizzix Framelits, Stephanie Barron Framelits. So I used a few dies. The rest of these are punches. I used the large scallop circle, the scalloped oval, and circles. So from just those dies, oh, I used a bow die too. I wanted to show what you could make. These guys I popped up on a piece of paper, just folded in half, so that when you look at it from the front, it looks like a graveyard with a mummy in it. And then I attached a little black cat onto the front of this, which was this little dollar punch from Studio G. And then I put a little ghost coming out of this one, out of the side. And then on here, I just layered up a sticker. That's actually a Post-it, but I layered up some of those table scatter sequins, whatever you want to call them. Now this speech bubble, I'll show you this. I got this from a friend, and this is by Recollections. It's their Halloween planner pack. But inside there, they have these little Post-its, and I used several of these. You'll see the hand, these flags, and this little speech bubble I used all in making these little embellishments. The next one I made, again, was just a die cut, a punch, a die cut. Again, that little speech bubble with the word boo in it. And I just glued ghosts. Some ghosts I flipped to the left, some I flipped to the right. I cut a few little banner flags to tuck in between the layers, and boom, that was it for that. The next one, I took again, the large scallop circle punch. I punched the moon twice, and thanks to Carrie, hello, Carrie Martin, I spattered the moon with some gray paint spatter, which I thought turned out really good. There's the witch. And you know what? That's so cute. That's from the Dollar Tree. I love that little witch, but putting her on a white background, and let me show you a little trick. I was having a terrible time cutting a moon, right? I could not cut a moon to satisfy myself. Now, keep in mind, I'm left-handed and I have right-handed scissors, okay? So, but let me show you a little trick I found. This is fantastic if you're like me. Okay, look inside this little, let me open this little thing. Okay, first you're going to punch your circle with your circle punch, right? Well, come on. And then you're going to stick it back in there about halfway. right? And then you're just going to punch it again. And what that gives you is a perfect crescent moon. So you don't have to really be a good cutter. So thank you. Thank you for coming, Janet. So you really don't have to cut well in order to, you can use your punch for that. Okay, the next one I made was this. Again, the whole little graveyard theme. I used a punch, a die cut. That's the base. And then again, I just stuck all the little ghosts, the witch from the Dollar Tree, a little cat with his back arched, and then these little headstones. And I tucked ghosts all over. And this ended up to be one of my favorite ones. I just love it. I think that's adorable. Then I made, let's see, this one got a little bit more, I don't know what I did with the other one. I've got too much stuff sitting around here. This one got a little bit more busy than I wanted it, but I used a die cut, a punch, a bunch of little homemade flags, and just used some cheesecloth dyed with gray ink and a few of the, now these two are dollar store butterflies. What am I saying? Bats. And this is one of the Joann's bats. And again, this little hand is one of those Post-its from this Recollections planner pack. And I just backed it on a piece of paper and fussy cut it out to give it some, because those are very thin. Of course, my dog's barking. He never wants anything until he hears me in here talking to y'all. All right, this is the big die I was talking about. I put that on there, and the skull. And Carrie convinced me to paint spatter this in purple and gray and some watered down gesso, and I did. I love how it turned out. She also convinced me to put the cheesecloth on here to look like a webbing. I used ink to turn it purple. I love how that turned out. I love this is a sticker, this apple. Oh, there's a fly in here, good. Jolie's Boutique has some creepy corn, dark side chocolate, toxic treat on a stick, devilish chew, and this deadly but delicious rotten caramel apple. And they're really cute. My friend Lisa sent these to me. So I used one of those, and then I just put several spiders on there. Also, this little mummy and this little pumpkin, I forgot. Those were also sent to me by Lisa. They are the little recollection stickers. And so I used one of those pumpkins and one of the, oh, good. This fly is killing me. All right, excuse the noise. I'm going to open the garage door. Okay, so next, I put together this, which is kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it's done. I can't decide if it's done. Look, there's still little glue globs on here. Again, a die cut, a punch, a few of those bats, that hand on another punch. I put the word boo, and I put both some orange and some purple gauze on there. And again, that's a spattered moon. And then these folks, which, oh, good, my neighbor's mowing. So I made this little girl and gave her a bow, and her boyfriend, now I got the idea from this. Oh, I don't know if you caught this or not, but there's a gold thread that I actually taped to the back of this guy, some gold thread, and ran it down to run to this other spider. So it looks like the spider is coming out of the web that's in his eye. I don't know if that shows up very well on camera. And then I did use this Signo Uniball in silver to color the teeth in, because the teeth are not cut out in this die, but it's in what they call an embossing die. So what I was able to do was, after I cut it out, I laid it back down and just colored in each of the holes as I, just to make the teeth stand out a little bit more. And that's what I did in both of these too. So with her, I gave her some spider eyelashes because I thought that would be cute to have these long legs sticking out the side and a big bow. And I colored in her teeth and his teeth. And I kept him fairly simple. I just added the spider web. And again, this one I glued, but you can just put a tiny piece of tape if you need to. It overlaps in a couple places. And if you're going to glue this down, can you see that? You could put a tiny piece of tape to hold that spider web in the back of the eye, and it would stay. So in all, to make all of these embellishments, so basically when you think about it, I used, like I said, a few die cuts. I used this skull, I used, this is one of the sapphire doilies. This is a large Sizzix ring. So not a whole lot of dies, and those are, only one is specifically for Halloween, the skull. There's only one punch, and that was the cat, right? So even if you don't have a lot of Halloween items, these punches are just standard punches. These are either standard circles, scalloped, oval. This I didn't end up using in the... So really, other than the table scatter, these little sequins thingies from the Dollar Tree and Joann's, which I believe are a great investment if you get a chance, I only had 3 packs of stickers and this thing. So you can do a lot. If you have black paper, you have orange paper, you have some paint. I would highly recommend the cheesecloth. That's super fun. The paint spatter, I think I'm going to do more and more. Last night I did some moons. As you can see, I started making more, and I started paint spattering the moon because I really like the look of the paint spattered moon. So I wish I'd have spattered all of them. See this one without? It just looks kind of boring. It doesn't look near as detailed as this one here. You can see one's spattered, one's not. So I really like the cheesy looking moon better. Anyway, so I just started duplicating what I made so that I could send a few out. And trust me, you don't really have any shortage of supplies if you don't use anything but a few stickers or a few table scatters like this. I could probably make unlimited amounts of this just because this is mostly just punches. And the boo doesn't necessarily have to be on this. I could just put a little oval there. And this, the only difference is I'm limited on that apple. I'll have to put something different there each time. But let me see, like something like this, I could make a billion of something like these just because there's no stickers on it. There's nothing but that table scatter or confetti or whatever you want to call this. And the die cuts and punches. What do they call it? They call this, they actually call it confetti on the package. And the Dollar Tree actually, yeah, they call it confetti too. So, yeah. So I just wanted to show what you could do with a few resources, a little orange and black paper. I wish I had purple paper. I don't have any purple paper, but I was able to dye the cheesecloth after Carrie suggested it, which was a great idea. Yeah, I just wanted to go on here and show the final projects so I can delete those process videos. You know, those videos are like 3 hours long or something where I'm just on there chatting and hanging out, and because we just talk. So I wanted to make like a quickie little video that wouldn't be too long to watch. So I'm actually going to end this here because I don't personally like, I always look at the time before I watch a video. And if it's too long, I don't click on it sometimes. So I wanted to make a real short one, just to show the little embellies. So I don't mean to cut you ladies short. I appreciate you coming in. Hi, Crafty Nita. So Janet came by, Karen came by, Nita came by. That's sweet. That was quick too. This video is 15 minutes long. But I am going to end it here just so that I can get a short video up that's not too busy for I mean, not for busy people to watch. So it's still got all the good info in it, I think. But thanks for coming by, ladies. I appreciate it. And have a good day. Bye.